hate to admit it, I really do, but I need help from a man. What am I supposed to do about this? This is a Ken problem. I'm a Barbie. I don't have a ladder. Barbie doesn't need ladders.
This is a good example of how men and women are brought up differently. As men, we are taught to kind of, figure it out and find a way to get it done. Women are taught that go find a man and get him to do it. But all she got to do is just go buy a freaking ladder. A step stool will also do the trick.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet.
Just gonna ask you a quick question.
I just did some research, and for those of you on my Home Depot video that told me that the reason I couldn't find single men at Home Depot is because I needed to go to Lowe's, I'm at Lowe's. And any of the men in here are femaled up. They have their females alongside. Lowe's is not the answer.
So I heard that if I walk around the hardware store and look confused, a handy, attractive single man will help me. Well, went to Lowe's. That in fact did not happen, so gotta try the other hardware stores now. We'll see.
That the reason I couldn't find single men at Home Depot is because I needed to go to Lowe's.
You got to get there in the morning. And most of us, we only make one trip. We know what the fuck we're going there to get. And we just go in and get it. Then we go get the shit done.
I just honestly believe that the strongest women in the world right now are women who have boyfriends, fiancés, and husbands. Because I just think that you have to be like army strong for that. Like, do y'all know how men move? It's so wicked out here, and every time I hear a crazy story about somebody doing something crazy, it's always somebody's boyfriend, fiancé, or husband.
So sorry guys, I've been MIA. I've just taken a break from this whole dating thing. No matter how much you might fancy a guy, do not be screaming my man. My man. Even in joke, don't. Because these men do not deserve it. As you know, I went on that third date. That was cool. I still was basically feeling date number 2. I'm married! We've been speaking consistently, he'll call me, we'll text. As the days were going on for like the following week after we went on a date, he just didn't ask me, let's go out on a date again. You know what I mean? He was like, oh yeah, like I'm thinking of where we should go. But no actions, just chattings basically, just chattings. Quite frankly, who's got time for that? Bye! One thing about men, they are going to invest time into a woman they're interested in. Not just calling and chatting off on the phone, like that don't mean jack. I know what it's like to be with a guy that really fancies me, that really likes me, that thinks I am the best thing since sliced bread. So when guys are coming with like dry energy, or they're just not willing to do the most, you can literally leave. Should we just have a moment for the hair, guys? He wasn't really trying to make time to see me. I even gave him an opportunity to pick me up.
I just gave you an opportunity of a lifetime, brother.
He basically bailed. So it's just like, you don't like me. People who fancy me, they will go from the ends of the earth to be with me, to show me that they're interested in me. So if you think I'm gonna sit here and take some breadcrumbs, like, boy, be fucking for real. I'd rather be single and happy and live peacefully than have to settle for a man. I'm not even doing manly things. That night that I asked him to pick me up, I had to get a cab home. The cab driver was a lunatic. Like, I was unsafe, I was in danger. If you're a man and you want to be my man, but you're not doing shit that my man would be doing, then you're obviously never going to be my man.
Who's next? She's definitely looking to leverage her looks against Chad or Tyrone. All the average men, I'm sure, in her DMs that she left on red. Now the man that she really wanted, he left her on red. And she don't like that. But I'm glad to see that these men served her a cold dish of humble pie.
Listen, bougie men who ain't about to be messing with just anything, y'all deserve the world, okay? Because y'all are an anomaly. Actually, a woman should be giving you everything she's got because, one, you're not about to be played with. You demand that respect because you value yourself so much. You're not about to be getting disrespected in these streets. You don't deal with the same issues that a lot of these dudes with low standards deal with because they're putting up with the ratchetness and the ignorance from women who do not respect them at all. You're not about to be crying about how she played with you or used you because you ain't simping and you ain't paying for no. It's just, I mean, y'all are just, ooh. Y'all look at yourselves like, I'm a vitamin B. This vitamin D is way too valuable to just be giving out here and there just because I want a quick nut. Nah.
Ask and you shall receive. This is my list of standards. I called it extreme deal breakers. First, it doesn't ask me how I am. You'd be surprised at how many men think that WYD is the appropriate start to a conversation. 2, messages me first anytime after 11 p.m. There's only one thing a man wants after 11 p.m. And even if he's just messaging me to start a basic conversation, that's not a deal breaker, but I'm either at the bar or asleep. Like, I'm not wasting sleep over any man that can text me during daylight hours. 2, messages me first anytime after 11 p.m.
Yeah, guys, she just compared being at the bar to being in bed sleep. Like, you can get either one. That's probably why he hit you after 11. He knows some nights you be at the bar after 11.
3, doesn't offer to take me out on a date, and no, a date is not in a car or in a house. And that leads us into our 4th deal breaker. First link up is in a car or at their house. It is completely possible to go on a date without spending a lot of money if that's what his number 1 complaint is. You can take them on a picnic, go for a walk on the beach, grab a quick coffee, grab some ice cream. Dates don't need to be expensive, and if he is not willing to take you out,
I wrote down the people that I slept with that I thought I was going to have a relationship with, even prior to being in the sex industry, and it was about 100. You guys are like, whoa.
You said 100.
Yeah, including the time I was working. So, in other words, during the relationships with, when I was with the relationships with the pimp, sometimes I would meet nice guys on the side, and he was already cheating on me, I thought, with other girls because I had wife-in-laws. So I felt justified when I met a nice guy that just wanted to hang out with me and just cuddle me and have sex with me. I slept with him. It's just trauma.
So sorry.
Well, she found her man.
Yeah.
I did.
And
I win.
I don't get hugs consistently. I don't hear my name being said. And there's no fault. It's just circumstance. But now I'm in a position where I feel like I sometimes can't picture a love that meets all of your needs. Or most of them. I don't know. I just wish I could make myself not want it anymore, you know? Because while I know it's natural to want it, it's painful and I'm tired. And it's just undeniable and I can't front. But you try to pretend like you don't want love or whatever, but every so often something, ugh.
Guys, I think that I independent womaned it too hard. And now I'm 36. I live in a house that I own with a great career, amazing friends and family, an adorable cat, and I may very well be alone forever because I don't want anyone to sleep in my bed. This one right here. So, just a word to the wise for all those 28 to 32-year-olds who are thinking, yeah, I'm an independent woman after a long relationship. I can do anything you can. But just know what you're getting yourself into.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
You've got a second chance, you could go home.
You are looking for a sign that God is paying attention to you. Just listen to this.
I'm so fucking tired of being alone.
These are 5 types of men I would never date as a black woman. Number 1, men who have never dated a person of color or a black woman before. I'm a college course. This is not high school and this is not middle school. I am not here to teach you about what it means to date a black woman. I'm not explaining to you why I wear a bonnet before I go to bed. I'm not explaining to you what it means to get invited to the cookout. You just got to get those prerequisites in or else you're going to fail. 2, non-black men who only date black women. This is weird. I get it. Black women are great. Black women are beautiful. But to say you only date black women and you are not black, it's kind of fetishizing. And then on top of that, when you say you like me, I have to wonder, do you like me for me or do you like me because I'm black? 3, New Age Republicans. Used to be a time when you could have Republican friends if you were a liberal person like myself. You could date Republicans if you were a liberal person like myself. But now, the way the Republican Party is right now, it's not the same, and I'm definitely not with it.
Man, that just goes to show how much of a force Kevin Samuels was. Even in death, this man still got women feeling some type of way. They still just got it out for Kevin Samuels simply because they know that a lot of men has taken Kevin's advice. Like, these men are walking out a lot of the things that he talked about.
Gentlemen, understand something. If you are a single man with no children and you are earning $75,000 or more, you are now platinum. Shout out to platinum. If you're making 6 figures or more, you are now diamond level. If you're making $55,000 to $60,000, you are gold. You are far more valuable than you have ever been. And here's the trick. You guys don't know how valuable. That is why so many of my critics and detractors are angry at me, because I am waking men up to their true value.
When in reality, all Kevin did was mostly expose modern women and show men that they are the ones that are actually the prize in relationships.
So I'm a content creator, so obviously I'm on social media a lot. But one thing I've really noticed is that a lot of women who have a disdain for black men, y'all really not that fine. And for y'all to sit here and get the popping off at the mouth and then expect a man to just take it simply because you're a woman is very delusional. Now, of course, on social media, men and women are calling out the differences that we have for one another, but that's normal, right? That's okay. But when it's to the point where you have a deep hatred to the point where you're putting down one to big up another, now that's on something else. And usually these women are dealing with men who make less than them, so they feel comfortable to disrespect a man. So in their mind, they feel disrespected when they do deal with a man who is attractive, well off financially, and deal with women who are cooperating to what he is saying, and not on some Ike and Tina type shit, because that's not to say just because you're a woman, you're supposed to just let a man disrespect you. Hell no, shit, nobody disrespect you. But again, when they're dealing with a certain man that's making them uncomfortable, now all of a sudden you want to play the victim. And again, you cannot sit here and be a 7 in the face on your best day and think you finna come to a man that's dealing with 8, 9s, and 10s. Crazy. He's going to humble you real quick, unfortunately, but fortunately.
Well, I appreciate the compliment, but I am single because, you know, my name is Diamond, and old Diamond, we call her cubic zirconia. And cubic zirconia would go out. She had a boyfriend, and she'd go out and suck another man's dick and come home and kiss her boyfriend in the mouth. And cubic zirconia also one time slept with her man's best friend, forgot to wash the sheets, and her boyfriend slept in his best friend's net. And cubic zirconia also was just a lying, manipulative, abusive piece of shit, which is why now I help people learn how to not get manipulated and stuff, because I was such a piece of emotionally abusive, disgusting, fat horseshit that I can only repent by helping people not suffer the way I made people suffer. So, you know, but that's why I don't have a man, because I ran away all the good men that were in my life. And there's like 2 left, and they're just best friends. So that's why. But I appreciate you.
Guys, even as I edit this video, I still can't believe how honest this woman is. This is something that I've never seen on the internet where a woman holds herself accountable at this type of level. This is the type of honesty I only see women sharing with their priest or their homegirl/sister.
You wouldn't date someone with children?
Yeah, but if you got like 2 or 3, then no.
You wouldn't? Like, let's be straight right
No,
off.
no. Like, I could sleep with you and shit, but we're not going to get into a whole relationship if you got 2, 3 kids.
Why?
It's not my responsibility.
But you'd accept one?
Yeah, I'll accept 1, but then 2, 3, what about when I want to have mine with you? It's like...
Then you have more then?
Nah.
No, it's just a no-go. You just won't consider
Nah, I
it.
don't want to be put in that position where I gotta treat my kid better than son.
But you wouldn't, because if you was going to be with someone who had kids, surely
But I
you
would
treat
though,
their
because
children the
obviously
same.
I'll treat their children the same, but my kid's obviously gotta come first because it's my kid. Nah, I'm not doing that. So
I'm out the question then. But you're a family now. You're a blended
hence why I wouldn't get
family.
put in that position, because I wouldn't want to.
But it'd be the same if she had one child.
Nah, I'll treat them both the same. That's easy.
You've
it's
only
easy.
got a love for 2 kids.
It's easy, just like my kid and one kid, not her 2, 3 kids and then my kid. Like,
I think people have their past, they've lived their lives, but I wouldn't judge someone based on how many children they had. I am not here to judge.
No, I don't judge either, but yeah.
It's just not a preference for you.
Not for me.
Okay.
Sad, but here's a couple more reasons why I can't settle. My roommate buys flowers after I say I like fresh flowers in the house. I only had to tell her once. She's setting up things for my birthday because I'm the mom in the friend group, shout out to us, and I don't feel like doing it, so she's taking care of it. She hates FaceTime. She loves to text. I told her I like FaceTime one time. She now FaceTimes me. Why do we have these amazing female partnerships, friendships with women? But when it comes to men, we have all the excuse in the world as to why they can't remember basic things. So this man can memorize the stats of a dead baseball player, but he doesn't know that your kids have allergies to peanut butter. He can remember what his score was in golf from like 2021, but he can't remember your birthday.
Ma'am, you're comparing apples to oranges. Like, no, you're not about to do that. One thing has nothing to do with the other. And it sounds like your roommate may be a little bit intimidated by you and your statue. Let's say that. It mostly sounds like she's treating her roommate like a assistant. I think her roommate may be a bit intimidated by her, to be honest.
If you don't find him attractive, don't give him a chance just because he's nice. Men never give women chances just because they're nice. If they don't think you're cute, they're not even gonna look in your direction. If your coochie is not throbbing when you look at this man, he is not the one. Your body needs to be trembling. You need to be pulsating when you look at him, or he's not the one. Men will eventually disappoint you anyway. At least don't let an ugly nigga disappoint you.
I have a confession to make. I was watching this video with this lady. I love that shit. This lady, she had posted, it was her son and her husband. So it would be her son's stepdad, and she was posting, and it was like how they were so in sync or whatever, and she was happy that she had found someone. And so my confession is, for like a slight second, I was a little salty, right? I am 100% content in my singleness for me, but there's a big part of me that wanted my kids to have an in-home male figure, if that makes sense. So like I wanted, which is part of the reason why I stopped dating, because I wasn't dating for me for real. I was dating so I can get them a new daddy. And being that they're now teenagers, you know, they're too old for some men to come in and start loving on their mama and being like a new dad for them now. So the time is gone, can't take it back. I don't regret things because I feel like I focus more so on raising my kids than I did on trying to look for love or let love find me, or whatever term you want to use. Because like I said in another video, they be keeping me busy, so it's hard for me to put myself out there to catch something when, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to make sure that my kids doing what they need to do. So I don't know.
Yep, and at least this lady here is honest, because we know these women get jealous. Everybody else around you is getting married. Everybody else around you is in a relationship, and you're always in the corner as the third wheel. Yeah, you're going to feel some type of way about it. But I like this lady's here attitude. It sounds like she's accepted the fact that that wall has hit her, and it has smacked her dead in the face, and it sounds like she's accepting it. So good for her.
Is it true that you're single now? What's happening? You don't. Oh, are you all right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, darling.
I'm so sorry. We didn't realise.
You know, when I come out of the house, obviously, God, this is so embarrassing.
I haven't got any tissues.
sorry,
I have.
darling.
Obviously, a situation's happened. Yeah. And I'm just not ready to deal with it right now.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to talking about the hairdryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, a situation's happened. I can't deal with it right now.
Okay. It's fine, sweetheart.
Well, we just thought, obviously, because there are things in the press, and now it's a great time for you to put the truth out there. But if you're not ready to discuss it, let's talk
Onwards
about
and
blow dry.
upwards.
Definitely. Forget that. You know, I think people forget I'm just a normal girl, and you know, I do have problems with my love life, whatever, forgetting. But
I went on a first date, and when I opened the door, my man was at my front door, and I was like, "Oh, like right." And then he hit me with the Rico. He pulled the flowers out, and I was like, "Wow, this is different, right?" So I'm not even paying attention. I brush past this trying to walk down the steps and get to the door, right? Because I'm not paying attention. I'm just so not used to it, and it just hasn't I just didn't have a lot of practice. He opened my car door. I get inside. He closed the door. I immediately went to my group chat. It's weird. Did you say he opened your car door?
High five.
No. Now let me explain, right? Let me explain. By the time we got to the restaurant, my follow-up text was, y'all, that's my bad. I just realized and all that stuff we be talking about, we don't really want it. And I felt like he technically did everything that we be saying we be wanting. In my mind, instinctively, my first thought was he corny. But he really did everything that we want. But
I'm sorry, but there's just too many men on this earth for me to be dealing with Mr. Nonchalant, low effort, bare minimum, non-romantic. You know there's a line, right? You know I can just go get another one. Come correct.
No, you can't, ma'am. There isn't a line around the corner. Nobody sees this line around the corner that you're talking about. This is obviously a post that she made for a guy that she's dating, and she's getting frustrated with the guy, so she thought she can put this up and send this little sly message out that she got more guys waiting. But whoever dude is, he need to tell her to go check out those other guys then and see what's going on, because it sounds like this guy's just not that into you. Go see what's up with those guys in your imaginary line. But I'm gonna stop this video right there, guys. Let me know what you think about the woman who kept it real and admitted that she slept with this man's best friend in their bed, and her boyfriend came home and laid there in the bed in it, man. These streets are cold out here, man. Make sure you don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video. Thanks for watching to the end. I will see you in the next video.